We'll play anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Jeff Go Softball. Come see what you're missing.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Jefferson College Softball here on JCTV. Today the Jefferson College Vikings are taking on St. Louis Community College at Meramac. I'm Matt Keeney with JCTV along with Mike Peterson. Good day, Mike.
A very good day. Sunny for a change.
It is, and it was a little chillier this morning, but things have started to warm up here and very nice and balmy conditions out here at the softball field. It's at least the nicest weather we've had in a while here covering some of these games.
Yeah, we don't get to start off with a rain delay either.
Always a good thing, getting these games in at the regular start time. And we're just about ready to go here, leading things off for Meramac. It's Leslie Kennedy. That's taken for ball one. Jefferson College with an overall record of 19-11 so far in the season. 5-2 in Region 16 play. Popped foul. Taken in for out number one by Jefferson College.
That play was made by Tori Long. Nice play in foul territory to snag that out.
And now it's Michelle Smith, the center fielder for Meramac.
First pitch was, oh, go ahead.
Just going to say that's taken for strike one. And on the mound today for Jefferson College, it's Jenna Walter. And she's ready. Evens the count at 1-1.
Vikings really playing the infield pretty, on the corners, fairly in.
They are, especially the third baseman.
Looks like she's setting up for a potential bunt down the third base line.
Maybe that's the scouting report on this player, that she likes to drop down those slap bunts. The count is 2-1 now on Smith. Walter has her sign and delivers. In the dirt for ball three. As the wind is picking up here at the softball field on the Hillsborough campus of Jefferson College. Not as windy as a baseball game we called a while back.
No, I don't think that's even going to come close today.
Balls were just flying over the fence that day as the wind was blowing out. The wind, however, today blowing in. As of right now, hit to third, but off the glove of the third baseman. So the runner will be safe for Meramac. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the first.
That line drive was too hard for that type of distance the third baseman was playing.
And it's Tabitha Berry playing third today for Meramac. On the outside corner for strike one.
Yeah, you think we'll see any even come close to matching the numbers of home runs we saw in the baseball game today?
I don't know. That's a tall order there. That's a base hit. So runners at first and second for Meramac. As you may hear the Meramac dugout today, very vocal.
I was just thinking, is this a rivalry game? I mean, the atmosphere is tuned up just a tad.
Well, these two teams do face off every year quite often, so quite possible. And this is Sonia Galloway stepping in for Meramac. On the outside corner for strike one.
The Vikings have a very good offense with Ostertag. If Meramac can score some runs, this can be quite a game we will see here today.
And that evens the count at 1-1. So we're in the top of the first here, 1 out, 2 runners on for Meramac. It's Smith at second, Berry at first. And the batter, Galloway, stands in. Hit to short. There's out number 2. The runners do advance on the play.
Vikings are 1 out away from getting out of a second and third jam.
It would be a huge pick-me-up for Jefferson College here if Walter and the Vikings can get out of this inning without giving up a run. This is Caprice Savage, the left fielder for Meramac. Low for ball 1.
Vikings defense has gone back to normal depth, it looks like, especially at third.
The sun has disappeared behind the clouds here at the softball field. It's in there for strike 1, 1-1 on Savage. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the first inning. Vikings trying to get out of the inning without allowing any runs, but Savage and Meramac threatening here. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. So Savage is in the hole, 1-2 against Jenna Walter.
Vikings defense may be coming in because she's going to be trying just to make contact.
Evens the count at 2-2.
Some of the fans here do not like that call.
So the only force out here would be at first base. Those second and third runners don't have to go. That's high for ball 3, so a full count now.
That was a good 2-2 pitch. She threw a rise ball, which was to induce a pop-up. Like I said, the count is now full, so runners will be moving with 2 outs.
In the dirt for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded with 2 outs, and the hitter is Alex Brandstetter for Meramac.
This is a dangerous situation for the Vikings. Any ball in the gap could potentially score 3 runs and will score 2.
Good first pitch strike from Walter. It's 0-1 on the Meramac hitter Brandstetter. Brandstetter playing first base today.
Got the corner.
0-2 now on Brandstetter. Good job by Walter getting ahead in the count here. One and 2 now, outside for ball 1.
Well, you said earlier, now it's a force out at all 3 bases.
Makes things a little bit easier on that infield defense. Strike 3 call, so the Vikings are able to get out of a bases-loaded situation without giving up any runs. Still no score. We're back for the bottom of the first inning here on JCTV in just a second.
Great education.
Friendly atmosphere.
Beautiful campus.
The convenience and the affordability.
My experience at Jefferson College has been wonderful.
I find the quality of education here at Jefferson College to be one of a kind.
My experience at Jefferson College has been a major plus in my life and one of the best decisions I've made.
Jefferson College would be the place that I would recommend the most.
I'm Katie Williams.
I'm Kevin Higginbotham.
I'm Ann Martinson.
I'm Tony Markovich, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.
The Vikings come to the plate for the first time in this game. It's the bottom of the first inning, no score. And Marissa Hain will lead things off for Jefferson College, playing third base today. On the mound for Meramac, it's Jesse Launius. Great job by the Vikings to get out of that first inning and get out of that bases-loaded jam without giving up any runs, as that's low for ball 1. And now let's see if those Jefferson College bats can get going here in the bottom of the first.
Well, the offense, I don't know if it will be up to the same standards without Ostertag in the lineup. Some of the power's lost.
But as we saw in the last game we covered here on JCTV, the Vikings winning that one 12-2 over Three Rivers. There is dangerous bats up and down this lineup for Jefferson College. So even without Ostertag today, as that's taken for ball 2, we could still see some offense. And it's always more exciting for the fans here to see a little pop in the bats from the Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2-1 now on Hain.
But a little
2-2.
Little small ball won't hurt anyone, as they call.
No, as long as those runs cross the plate, I'm sure head coach Tony Cook and the Vikings don't care how they cross the plate. It's just getting them in there. Sharply hit, but foul. So the count is even now on Marissa Hain.
As many batters came to the plate, 5 for Meramac, Jenna Walter didn't have to throw as many pitches as it would seem like in a bases loaded inning.
Hain's ready. That's over for ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is on base for Jefferson. And Tori Long, the Jeffco shortstop, will dig in now.
Just the way the Vikings wanted to start an inning, not the way Meramac, because leadoff walks, they tend to score a lot.
That's over for ball 1. Looked a little outside. And you always hear about momentum
Yeah.
in the game of softball and the game of baseball, and Jefferson College able to get out of that bases loaded situation. They got to be feeling good up here, and the momentum now seems to be in Jeffco's favor.
Oh yeah, you never want to leave bases loaded stranded. It's always comes back to haunt.
So it's 1-1 now on Long. Hain's at first. There goes Hain, and she's in there safely. So a runner in scoring position now for Tori Long. Nobody out, bottom of the first inning.
The Vikings picked off what we saw last game as they can steal bases. They're a speedy team and will take advantage of.
They can. They like to put the pressure on the opposing defense. Hit to short. Mishandled by the Meramac shortstop. So runners at the corners now for the Vikings. And Christy Gamarek, catching today for the Vikings, will hit next. You would think that'd be scored in there.
You would think, and it should be, and that could lead to an earned run if the Vikings end up getting 2 in this inning with an earned base runner on first.
Gamarek shows bunt, pulls back. There goes Long, and will be in there safely at second. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Jeffco. And Gamarek has the chance to put Jefferson on top.
I don't think Tori Long will get credited for a stolen base. I think it may be ruled fielder's indifference because they were just solely trying to score that run, and Meramac was not going to throw it down to second, so they may not give a stolen base.
That's a strikeout.
Is she going to be safe at first? Does she make contact?
It appears that way.
So that's going to be a strikeout, runner on first, still nobody out.
So Gamarek able to get to first safely and nobody out with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first inning. And it's Sasha Chapman, the cleanup hitter for Jeffco, acting as the designated hitter this afternoon.
The Vikings.
That's
Go
ball
ahead.
1.
The Vikings have got 3 base runners without a hit. That's not the way you want to start the defensive inning if you're Meramac.
Absolutely not. And another ball in the dirt, but the catcher blocks that, so no chance for Hain to try to score on that one. But you're absolutely right, Mike, and it seems that Launius, the pitcher for Meramac, is just having trouble throwing strikes here early on. That one is a strike, however.
And Sasha Chapman's doing the right thing by, like you said, the pitcher can't throw a strike right now. Don't swing right now. Make the pitcher work for any kind of strikes or out you can get.
Here's the 1-2. Grounded to short. Tag out, but the runner will come across safely, and the Jefferson College Vikings are up 1-0. And Brittany Ponder, playing left field, will dig in for Jefferson College. 2 on for Ponder.
On that that was scored a fielder's choice, but since it wasn't a double play, Chapman will get an RBI for a run scored.
And 1-0 is taken outside for ball 2. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Jefferson College on top 1-0 and threatening still with 2 runners on. That one's low but called for a strike, 2-1.
Pitch is delivered in the dirt. Nice stab by the Meramac catcher to keep the runners from advancing to second and third.
So it's 3-1, Ponder ahead in the count. And that's been a theme this inning, those Vikings hitters. Often ahead in the count, that's a base hit. So the bases will be loaded again, and this time it's Caitlin McCullum who will be at the plate for Jeffco.
That is the first hit of the inning for the Vikings, and they have bases loaded and run. Vikings looking for the big inning now. Maybe apply the knockout punch early.
Absolutely. Hit to short. Play at the plate, but it's mishandled, and that'll score another one for the Vikings. 2-0 Jefferson College. The bases will still be loaded, and Natalie Sego will step to the plate.
I got that scored as a fielder's choice and an error. No RBI on the play. But that does, like you said, make it 2-0 Vikings.
And Meramac's gonna take a quick timeout here, talk things over, maybe try to get their bearings straight here, as Jefferson is threatening with still only 1 out in the inning and the bases still loaded.
Oh, and that throw to home's got to be made if you're a Meramac Magic player, because that really, the degree of difficulty was not that big on the play.
The throw was high, and you're right, that's a play that you just have to make. And as we see often, if that kind of thing happens, then it opens up the door for Jeffco. That's taken for ball 1.
Pitch is delivered. Sago smashes it right down the first base line, and the Vikings take a 3-0 lead, and merry-go-round continues.
That was Chapman scoring the 3rd run for the Vikings. And Stephanie McPherson playing first today will try to keep the rally going.
Pitch is delivered.
That's grounded foul.
Vikings may be looking to bat around in this bottom half of the first inning.
They're getting awfully close. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Sego's on first, McCullum on second, Ponder on third, and McPherson at the plate. Vikings jumping on top quickly here in the bottom of the first, 3-0. There's the 0-2, grounded to third, play at the plate. The forced play is an out. That's out number 2. So Meramac able to make that play at the plate.
That was absolutely huge.
Another huge play, you're right. And Krista Vlasic, the center fielder, will step in with the bases still loaded. 2 outs, bottom first. Vikings up 3-0.
There's still a 4-side at every base, so odds are all 3 runners will be running on the pitch. Or on contact, as you would say. Ooh, close play.
Throw back to third, but runner is safe. That's McCullum over at third. So Launius, the pitcher for Meramac, trying to get out a very lengthy first inning here. Fouled back. That's strike 2, so Vlasic in the hole, 0-2. In the dirt, swing and a miss. And that is the third out of the inning, but the Vikings jump on top, 3-0. We'll be back in just a second with the second inning on JCTV.
You may not know their names, but the students who are helped through a Jefferson College Foundation scholarship carry thanks in their hearts. It's for the kindness that our contributors have shown. Make a difference in their tomorrows.
Education, the great equalizer. It doesn't just mean you get more knowledge, it means you improve your quality of life.
Give to the Jefferson College Foundation today.
It's the top of the second inning here at the softball field on the Jefferson College Hillsborough campus. The Jefferson College Vikings jumping out to a 3-0 lead there in the bottom of the first inning. And Jenna Walter is back on the mound for her second inning of work here. And she'll face Kristen Kaltenbach, the second baseman for Meramac.
Oh,
And that's ball one.
Vikings had a all-around good inning, getting out of a jam and then letting the bats fly in the bottom half.
And if nothing else, they made the Meramac pitchers throw a lot of pitches.
Sure did.
And got 3 runs on the board, and everyone in the Vikings lineup got an at-bat that inning. So a very good start for the Vikings, both on the mound and at the plate.
I don't know what the
Umpire
delay's
having
about.
a conversation with the Vikings dugout. Not sure what that's about. Walter's ready. Hit back to Walter, off her glove, but right into the glove of Tori Long, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. And when the luck's going good, the luck's going good, isn't it?
It sure is. I mean, it looked like that was going to be up the middle, but it went off of Walter's glove right into Tori Long's, and she threw a bullet to first to record the out.
And it's Jesse Launius, the pitcher for Meramac. That's over for ball one.
We got some Tony LaRussa managing for Meramac, the pitcher batting 8th.
They must have gotten the memo. That's ball 2 from Walter. So Launius is ready. Here's the delivery from Walter. Inside. Ball 2.
I saw earlier before the game started, Walter was pitching from a rather far distance in practice, and she had some very good movement on our pitches, and I think that's going to help out today.
And there's a walk for Meramac. So 1 on with 1 out here in the top of the second. And it's Lou Rooker for Meramac. Lays down the bunt. And the out's made at first, so 2 out now with a runner on second for Meramac.
I guess it's never too late to put on the sacrifice bunt, even though you're down by 3 runs.
Absolutely not. If Meramac can even get 1 in this top of the second, it would be a boost to then get within 2. I mean, obviously, as we both know watching softball, you can score a lot of runs real quickly, so.
Ooh.
Low for a ball there.
So I guess get the first run and then let the next few come in later.
We're back to the top of the order with Meramac, with Leslie Kennedy grounded to third. And that'll do it. So Meramac does get a runner on base and a runner in scoring position, but nothing doing. We're going to the bottom of the second. Jeffco still on top, 3-0. We're back for the bottom of the second inning here on JCTV, and We're back to the top of the lineup for Jefferson College. Marissa Hain will lead things off. She walked and scored a run in the first inning. Jeffco on top of Meramac here, 3-0.
She also got that stolen base that really kicked things off.
That's right, right at the top of that rally. And Hain will try to get things going again here as she takes ball 1. It's on the outside corner for strike 1, so evens the count at 1-1. And Jessie Launius still on the mound for Meramac. And Launius is set. It's popped up on the infield.
Oh, basket style.
Basket catch made by Kaltenbach, the second baseman for Meramac. A couple of the Jeffco fans here trying to throw her off, yelling, "I got it." Didn't phase her though, she made the catch. It was a tough catch, so Wynn played a little tricks on her with that one. And it's Tori Long stepping in for Jeffco.
She reached on an error in the first.
Low for ball 1. Hit foul.
Something you don't see on the scorecard very often. So far the Vikings have more runs than hits.
One and one. Popped to right, out of play. Meramac gave chase, but not able to get close to that one.
I was thinking we were going to see a web jam. I have a highlight from Jefferson College on ESPN.
You would have to send that one in. I don't know if we're on their radar yet. Pop, out of play. But of course, some Jeffco alumni on their radar. Mark Burley,
Yeah.
as everyone knows, pitching for the Chicago White Sox these days. Cliff Polite, of course, was with the Cardinals organization. I believe he did not make the Major League squad this season. Back with the Cardinals. Of course, pitched with the White Sox on that World Series campaign as that's hit into right for a base hit by Long. So 1 on with 1 out for Christy Gamerick.
Great display of hitting by Troy Long, just going with the pitch and taking it down the right field line.
Gamerick struck out in the first, but was able to get on base as the ball was dropped by the catcher and there was no throw to first. And there's swing and a miss for strike 1, and Gamerick actually came around to score one of the Vikings' 3 runs in that bottom of the first inning. There's the pitch from Launius. And the count's even. Now at 1-1 on Gamerick. One is hit foul third base side. Drops into foul territory for strike 2.
Couldn't tell if that was a hit and run Troy Long took off or if it was she trying for just a straight stolen base.
That's a 1-2 count now on Gamerick. Vikings lead it 3-0, bottom second. And Gamerick's ready. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Tori Long safe at second, taking off on the pitch there.
That's Tori Long's, actually that's her first stolen base, second for the Vikings.
Second for the Vikings, Marissa Hain with the other. And it's Sasha Chapman. It's ball 1.
Chapman grounded out to a fielder's choice with an RBI in the first.
In the dirt for ball 2. So a runner at second for the Vikings with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Vikings on top 3-0 over Meramac. Meramac's ready. It's in there for strike 2, or strike 1, excuse me.
Tori Long is really challenging Meramac to throw the ball to second while she puts pressure on the pitcher by stealing bases right now.
Throw down to the shortstop, but no play as Long was still very close to the bag. It's 3-1 now on Chapman. And there goes Long. Play at third. And she's gunned out for the third out of the inning, but the Vikings still lead it 3-0. We'll be back on JCTV.
All done?
We're back for the top of the third inning here on JCTV. It's Vikings softball. Jefferson College on top 3-0. We have a pitching change to tell you about for the Vikings. It's Angie Fitzwater on the mound now. First pitch for ball 1 to Michelle Smith.
Jenna Walter pitched 2 innings, gave up no earned runs on 2 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout.
So a good performance by Walter. And playing first now for the Vikings, it's Caitlin Bowman. And she's taking the place of Stephanie McPherson.
Michelle
Hit the second. And a nice play for the first out of the inning. And Tabitha Berry steps in for Meramac and takes strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. So a quick first out for Jeffco.
quick.
Way to get things going here. The top of the third.
I'm kind of
Low and down for ball 2. 2-1 now on Barry.
I'm surprised that the Vikings had a pitching change to 2 innings. Walter seemed to be pitching pretty good.
Nice pitch there for strike 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Fitzwater with the delivery. Hits it short. Tori Long handles it. And throws out the runner for the second out.
So far, Fitzwater pitching good. 2 up, 2 down.
Top of the third here. Vikings still on top. 3-0 over Meramac. Sonia Galloway takes strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Ball low.
Fitzwater's been throwing a lot of off-speed pitches in this inning.
There's a windup from Fitzwater. Bunt put down to the pitcher. Fitzwater handles it, and there's out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Vikings. Vikings lead at 3-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the third on JCTV. Tony Ponder leads things off for the Vikings in the bottom of the third inning. Jeffco on top, 3-0. It's in there for strike one. Hit to short.
Ooh.
Close play at first, but Ponder's out for the first out of the inning.
I don't know what happened last inning. I thought Chapman was at bat when Torrey Long was thrown out at third.
I did too, not sure what happened there. But it's Caitlin McCullum at the plate, taking ball one. McCullum shows bunt, pulls back. It's high for ball two.
Yeah, I think they're going to discuss that right now, that Chapman was at the plate.
Yes, Meramac's coach.
So what do you do in a situation like that? Can you just restart the inning? Or?
I don't think so. We'll have to see what the ump says here.
Yeah, because I think the Vikings batted out of order, because Chapman should have been up.
That's what I thought.
I guess we're going to stick with what happened.
Well, no change made, no call made, so still one out here in the bottom of the third, and it's still Caitlin McCullum.
I don't think I've ever seen that in baseball or softball.
McCullum ahead in the count here, 3-0.
Oh, she thought she had a walk.
Yeah, that caught the outside corner for strike one. McCullum dropping the bat, thinking she had a pass to first, but not so. She will face another pitch here. Grounded to third, nice play made. And that's out number two.
Change of events there from...
So nice play by Tabitha Berry, the third baseman for Meramac. And it's Natalie Sego digging in.
You don't make too many friends from the umpiring field when you call the balls and strikes yourself by tossing the bat.
High and outside for ball one. And I'd like to remind you that you can catch all of the games we show here on JCTV on the Jefferson College website, as that's in there for strike one. www.jeffco.edu is the web address. You'll see an icon on your right, a blue and yellow icon that says JCTV Videos. A lot of great stuff up there, so check it out if you get a chance. The 1-1 is outside for ball two, 2-1 now on Sego. Hit to short, taken in for the third out of the inning. So the Vikings go 1-2-3, but Jefferson still has the lead, 3-0 over Meramac. We'll be back in just a second on JCTV.
Exceptional education.
Spectacular experience.
The personalization.
It was convenient.
It's a fun atmosphere.
And my personal experience here has just been wonderful.
It just opened up a whole new horizon for our family.
Arnold, High Ridge, and the Hillsborough campus has been very convenient.
I recommend Jefferson College every day to anyone who will ask.
I'm Russ Hilton.
I'm Jan.
I'm Brandon Berger.
I'm Liz Lando, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.
Angie Fitzwater back on the mound for her second inning of work here in the top of the fourth inning. First pitch, grounded to Tori Long at short, long throw, and it's overthrown. Sego with the throw to second.
Oh.
But the runner's safe. So Savage is safe on the air at second. And head coach Tony Cook going to talk things over with the umps. And we understand the last inning, what Mike and I were talking about, with a little confusion. We thought Chapman should have still been at the plate, as she was at the plate in the previous inning when Long was throwing out, trying to steal third, but Winter Stan Chapman actually walked that at bat, so it was a recorded walk, and then the out was made with Tori Long being thrown out at third. So Chapman was at the plate, and Brittany Ponder did lead off the inning, and that's the way things should have been. But right now we have a conference with the umpires, talking things over. Not quite sure what.
Could be the call at second base, whether she was out or safe, or even she took the slide on the side of the bag facing us, which could have been out of the baseline.
But the call stands. It's safe, so Savage stands at second. And it's Alex Brandstetter now for Meramac, takes strike one. Ooh.
I couldn't tell what that hit, if she fouled it off her own foot or the catcher.
That was a nasty pitch from Fitzwater. And that was strike two, so 0-2 now on Brandstetter. Another nice pitch, but Brandstetter spoils that one.
Pitching way inside, keeping the batter off balance.
So a runner at second for Meramac. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. And Brandstetter staying alive, spoils that one.
Fitzwater pitching good on both sides of the plate, in and out.
That's foul. Still 0-2. A good battle here between Alex Brandstetter and Angie Fitzwater. Grounded slowly past the pitcher. Close play at first. Brandstetter with the slide, but she's still out. And Kristen Kaltenbach, the second baseman for Meramac, will stand in with one out. Runner on third as Savage advancing on the play from second to third.
This is a crucial runner on third for Meramac, as they want to get back in this game. They've got to get this runner home. But for the Vikings' sake, let's hope that doesn't happen.
Fitzwater's ready. Low for ball one.
Oh, conference at third. Squeeze may be in order.
Haynes ready at third. Here is the squeeze. Looks the runner back. Got her hung up. She's out. Nice play there to tag out Savage for the second out of the inning. Huge play by the Vikings. They sniffed that one out. And you did too, Mike. You saw that coming.
Oh, I thought, right in the corner of my eye, I saw a third base coach lean into the runner and whisper something, and I knew there was one out in. Pitch is taken for a called strike, but I knew that it was a possibility with only one out and a runner on third.
And it's Jesse Launius now with two outs. Runner at first for Meramac. The runner goes. Close play, but Kaltenbach's in there safely with a stolen base. So Launius stands in now with a runner in scoring position.
Oh, in the first and this inning, Meramac has had their chance to put runs on the board, but the Vikings defense has denied many opportunities.
And that's a walk. So runners on first and second now with two outs. And Lou Roker stands in.
Pitch is taken for a strike, corner of the plate.
1-1.
Now they got 0-2, but
I do believe the call was a ball. We'll have to see. But Roker's ready. That's a foul. I guess the call was a strike. It's still 0-2 on Roker.
I thought it was a ball on the second pitch. Angie Fitzwalter throwing that rise ball very effectively to the Meramac batters.
Well, we're in the top of the fourth here. 0-2 on Roker. Grounded to short. And no throw. It's grounded too softly for there to be a play at first, really. And so the bases are loaded now with 2 outs.
Infield
for the
single.
leadoff hitter, Leslie Kennedy. Well, Kennedy shows bunt. Pulls back, and with a force in any bag, you wouldn't think a bunt would be laid down, but I guess you never know.
You wouldn't think, but we've seen some crazy plays already.
Grounded to third. Nice play by Hain. What a play to end the inning. So the Vikings get out of this one without letting any runs up, and we'll be right back on JCTV. We're back for the bottom of the fourth inning on JCTV. It's Vikings softball. Vikings lead at 3-0, and a great defensive performance in the top of the fourth. The second time today the Vikings were able to get out of a bases loaded jam. Meramac with the bases loaded, and the Vikings not giving up any runs.
And that play was made by Marissa Hain.
Great play.
Great play.
Great play. And hitting now for Jeffco, it's Caitlin Bowman. She takes the spot of Stephanie McPherson, and that's a base hit. So Bowman with a single in her first at bat of the day. And Krista Vlasic will come up to bat. So the leadoff hitter on for the Vikings here in the bottom of the fourth. Vlasic showing bunt, but nothing doing.
Magic number for the Vikings this inning. If they can somehow get 5 runs to make it 8-0, they can end it in the top half of the fifth.
That's right. The mercy rule, as they call it. The 1-0 is swung on and missed for strike one, so 1-1 on Vlasic. Vikings lead at 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth over Meramac. There's the bunt. Close
play, but called out at first.
Called out at first, and they would have needed the tag anyway at second. So it wasn't as close as I made it there, but either way, the Vikings do have a runner on second with 1 out. And Vlasic able to get that sac bunt down. And it's Marissa Hain who hit sharply to the pitcher.
That's doubled up.
And that's a double play.
Wow.
So Meramac with a nice play to end the inning there, but the Vikings still on top, 3-0. We'll be back with the fifth in just a moment on JCTV. We're back for the top of the 5th inning here on JCTV. Good pitch from Fitzwater in her 3rd inning of work for strike 1. Vikings lead at 3-0 over Meramac. Michelle Smith is the hitter for Meramac.
She looks to really want to bring on the slap hit here.
Yeah, Smith looking aggressive there in the batter's box, coming up on every pitch so far. It's 2-1. Here's a 2-1 delivery. It's fouled. Beautiful day for softball. It's warmed up quite a bit since the first pitch. The sun's peeking through now. Nice pitch from Fitzwater. That's strike 3 for the first out of the inning. So Smith goes down on strikes looking. And Tabitha Berry stands in for Meramac. It's low for ball 1.
Now you're talking about the temperature. When the sun's out, it feels great, but it feels like the temperature plummets 10 degrees when the cloud comes.
Pop to the pitcher, and Fitzwater gobbles that up for out number 2. So quick 2 outs here in the top of the 5th for the Vikings. And the forecast this week so far is looking pretty good. So the softball team and baseball teams here hope to get all their games in.
Only day that I saw that may be troublesome's Friday. I heard there could be some storms Friday afternoon.
Sonia Galloway is the hitter for Meramac, and she jumps out ahead of the count. It's 2-0 on Galloway. Nice pitch for strike 1. Kind of floated it on in there. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Jefferson College on top of Meramac 3-0. The 2-1 is taken for ball 3.
Vikings looking for a quick inning.
Vikings are well on their way. Hit sharply to short, handled by Long.
Oh.
And that's going to be an error, so the runner's safe. But nice grab and nice throw by Tori Long.
That's an error on Caitlin Bowman.
And Capri Savage will step in. Savage caught in a rundown in the 4th, which was a big out for the Vikings as Meramac was trying to rally.
If you recall, that was on the attempted squeeze.
Nice pitch from Fitzwater. 1-1 count now on Savage. And as we've said before, Meramac threatened twice with the bases loaded in this game, but not able to get any runs across the plate. There's strike 2. And so far, the Vikings' pitching and defense has been excellent this afternoon.
It has been.
Some heat on that one, but high for ball 2.
Fitzwater really likes to use up and high pitch to these batters.
Wow. Hit the center, but a nice grab for out number 3. So the Vikings will go to the bottom of the 5th with a 3-0 lead. We'll be right back on JCTV. Tori Long stands in for the Vikings to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Vikings on top of Meramac 3-0. It's ball 1.
I know I said this the last inning, but we need 5 runs.
5 runs.
Would automatically end it right here.
Well, I guess you're right. That could be a good start, but no, that's foul.
At least I think that's how the mercy rule goes.
You would think that Meramac would get another chance to hit.
I don't know. Would it count as a walk-off?
I'm not sure. I'm not even going to speculate. Hit to first. That's the first out of the inning.
Oh, if that's a sign, we won't have to worry about that now.
Christy Gamerick will hit now for the Vikings. She made a nice play in center field to end the last inning. And there's a base hit. Yes, folks, we are no experts on softball rules here, but we fully admit that. We're learning the game as things go along. Oh, that is an interesting point, and I talked to Coach Cook after the game to see how that would shake out, because if the Vikings, say, did score more than 5 here, you would think that Meramac would get another chance at least.
You would think, but I just don't know how that goes, because it's different from the bottom of the 4th. They would get their at bat in the 5th, but would they get their at bat in the 6th? Because that would make it after 5.
And a pinch runner in for the Vikings. Number 25, Nicole Ostertag. Sasha Chapman is the hitter. So 1 on with 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Vikings still on top, 3-0. Ostertag with a little break to put some pressure on the defense, but back to first.
Scoreboard has it 0-1, but
it's a 1-1 count. The umpire signals. There goes Ostertag. High arcing throw, and she's in there with a stolen base.
And the Vikings keep the pressure on with solid base running. I think that's the 3rd stolen base for the Vikings today.
I think you're right. That's strike 2, 1-2 on Chapman. Ostertag at second.
Big run on second. If Vikings could get this in, a grand slam could not beat them. It can only tie them.
Outside for ball 3. Full count on Sasha Chapman. And that's out number 2. Brittany Ponder steps in for the Vikings.
Ponder's 1 for 2 on the day.
That's over for strike 1. Nicole Ostertag on second. And that's over the head of the right fielder for a base hit, scoring another run for the Vikings. Ostertag crosses the plate, and that's a triple for Ponder, but she's thrown out at third. But that run will still count. And the Vikings go to the top of the sixth with a 4-0 lead. We'll be right back on JCTV. We're back for the top of the sixth inning on JCTV. It's Vikings softball, one pitch. And it's hit foul for strike one. This is Alex Brandstetter at the plate. Grounded to second, and that's a base hit. Sego made it close, though, with a throw from right field.
Angie Fitzwalter is now working on her 4th inning of work so far.
So far, so good for Fitzwater, and this is Kristen Kaltenbach for Meramac. Slow for the ball one.
Jameer couldn't find it. Looked to be a sure stolen base for Meramac.
But Brandstetter stayed put there at first. And that's a base hit. So 2 runners on and no outs yet for Meramac here in the top of the sixth. Vikings lead at 4-0. But Meramac's threatening.
Once again, can the Vikings get out of this with no runs scored and keep the shutout intact? We're going to have a pitch runner.
So runners on first and second for Meramac. No one out here in the top of the sixth. Vikings lead it 4-0. This is Jessie Launius at the plate. The pitcher for Meramac. That's the first out of the inning. Big first out for the Vikings. Nice pitch by Fitzwater to get Launius to pop out to second.
Lou Rooker will step up to the plate for Meramac.
Hit to short. Tag for the out.
Oh, dropped at first.
But still, a big second out there. Tori Long, nice play to get the tag on the runner. So 2 outs now. And the Vikings, as you predicted again, Mike, may be able to get out of this without letting any runs up. But still, 2 runners on for Meramac. So still 1 more out to get. And Leslie Kennedy, the leadoff hitter for Meramac, is up to bat now. Sharply hit to Long.
What a
nice play by Long. So the Vikings do get out of it with no runs crossing the plate for Meramac. The lead still 4-0. Jefferson College on top. We'll be right back on JCTV.
I am Jeffco Baseball. I am Jeffco Baseball.
I am Jeffco Baseball.
I am Jeffco Baseball.
Jeffco Baseball. Come see what you're missing.
We're back for the bottom of the sixth inning here on JCTV. It's Vikings softball. First pitch in the dirt for ball one. Vikings on top, 4-0. We've seen some great defense today. Tori Long made a great catch to end the top of the sixth. And Meramac's had some runners on, but not able to get anything to cross the plate. Hit into center. And that's handled for out number one. Natalie Sego, the hitter for the Vikings.
She is 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the bottom of the first.
That's hit hard into left field.
Ah, snow cone grab.
Caught for the second out of the inning. Caitlin Bowman stands in now.
Well, so far, 2 pitches, 2 outs. Can't be more consistent than that.
Strike 1.
Caitlin Bowman singled in her only at bat last inning, or the inning before that.
She was tagged out at second in that double play that inning. It's 1-2 on Bowman. Pop to second. And a quick inning for Meramac. But the Vikings still on top, 4-0. We'll be back in just a moment on JCTV. We're back for the top of the 7th inning here on JCTV. Jefferson College looking to close this one out, leading 4-0 over Meramac. Fitzwater delivers for strike 1. Michelle Smith is a hitter for Meramac. Hit the second and good start there, underhand, but first out of the inning. So a good start for the Vikings here in the top of the 7th. Need 2 more outs to get a win here. Tabitha Berry digs in for Meramac, and that's in there for strike 1.
Oh, almost took out the third base coach for Meramac.
So Berry in the hole, 0-2.
Could you stand that close in the softball field to the batter?
Would I? I might wear a helmet out there, but that's just me. That's hit well into left field, but it's handled by the Vikings.
1 more out to go.
That's right, 2 outs in the inning now. Top of the 7th inning, Vikings on top, 4-0. So far, a great day for the Vikings in all aspects of the game. Their hitters are getting on base. Great defense today. Some great plays made out in the field by Jefferson. And great pitching from Walter and Fitzwater.
Fitzwater, 1 out away from a solid 5 innings of work.
Hit sharply for a base hit into left. So Meramac has some hope here with a runner on first with 2 outs. Capri Savage steps in. That was Galloway with a hit. Sonia Galloway.
Oh, like you said, Meramac does have a little bit of life here in the top of the 7th.
And that's another hit into the gap. This could score a run from Meramac. We'll see what happens. No, the runner holds up at third. So second and third with 2 outs.
Well, this does indeed become, if they want to change pitchers, this is now a save opportunity with the tying run on deck. So this game is not over yet, and we'll have a conference between the coach and the catcher right now. And on the pitching mound.
So 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Meramac down to its last out, but threatening with runners at second and third. And Alex Brandstetter at the plate. Brandstetter 1 for 3 on the day with a single.
The Vikings do not want to allow another base runner. That'd be asking for trouble here in this potential final half inning.
Low for ball one. Inside for ball two. So Brandstetter ahead in the count, 2-0. 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Meramac threatening here. Jeffco looking to close it out. Sharply hit up the middle. That's going to score 1 for Meramac, so it's 4-1 now.
Tying run will come to the plate. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change as Fitzwater will come back out and Walter will come back in. I did not know that could happen.
So Walter will get warmed up here, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back on JCTV. Vikings lead at 4-1, top of the 7th inning. We'll be right back. We're back here on JCTV. Meramac down to its last out, but threatening in the inning, scoring its first run of the day this inning. Vikings lead at 4-1. Runners at the corners for Meramac. And Jenna Walter checks back in to try to close this one out for Jefferson College. That's ball one. The hitter for Meramac is Kristen Kaltenbach. 2 for 3 on the day with a single. Stole a base back in the 4th. Hit sharply to short. Long's got it, force at second, and that'll do it. The Vikings take it, winning this one over Meramac 4-1. And that's going to do it from here. I'd like to thank Mike Peterson. I'm Matt Keeney for JCTV. Thanks for watching. Vikings get a win today. We'll catch you next time on JCTV.